At 6, if you suffer from constant sinus problems, and we know a lot of people do, and you're sick of always having to take one antibiotic after another, maybe this will work.
Yeah, there's a procedure involving a balloon that studies show is as effective as surgery, but 1/3 the cost. And we took a closer look in this 7 News Medical Watch.
And there we see it, nicely dilated, and we can see right into the sphenoid sinus.
This sinus procedure isn't taking place in a hospital. The patient is awake.
Was that any pain there?
Not at all.
Good, fantastic.
In about 1 hour, Donna Underwood will be walking out, facing a recovery time of less than a day.
I got up the next morning and went to work at 8 o'clock. I felt fantastic.
Cindy Smith got the balloon sinuplasty done 3 years ago. She says she's only had one sinus infection in that whole time, far different than life before.
I would wake up in the morning just feeling stuffy and stopped up and couldn't breathe at night when I laid down. It was horrible. It was just misery.
The procedure inflates a small balloon to dilate the drainage holes in all 4 sinuses.
Sometimes they feel pressure, popping. You see the tissue sort of expanding where the balloon is opening it. What I've found with this procedure is in most patients I can get as good or better results in the office, 1/3 of the cost, and no downtime.
Dr. PHILLIP SACCOGNA says it's covered by most insurance companies. The out-of-pocket cost, roughly $1,000.
As with any sinus procedure, there is risk of injury to the eyes or the brain, but Dr. SACCOGNA uses a new high-tech image guidance system to minimize that risk.
Not everyone is a prime candidate. If you have chronic allergies or structural issues, doctors may recommend other treatment, but patients like Underwood see this less invasive procedure as a breath of fresh air.
He said I should be able to do everything tomorrow, so I'm going to go home and take a nap, and then I plan to resume my normal activities.
Well, it's really interesting being a witness to this. The procedure has been FDA approved for 10 years now, but just this past year, the FDA also approved it to help with inner ear infections to dilate the eustachian tube. So that's just a new way that it can help patients.
I've had family members that had to get the sinus surgery, and it
Yeah.
is a tough recovery sometimes
It
with that. So you said with insurance, if my insurance covers it, it's still $1,000?
That's only with certain insurances. In fact, if you have Medicaid or Medicare, it's a lot less than $1,000. It's something to look into and research before you get it done. But you know, you do have to incorporate co-pays and medications that you need to take. So we wanted to be honest and upfront about that cost.
Absolutely. Well, it depends on how miserable you are.
Right, can be worth it.
Happening tomorrow.